Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video with some of the high-level stuff for getting the site launched. Um, First thing is I wanted to kind of compare apples to apples, the design versus what we currently have, and kind of talk about some of the programming issues that I'm seeing so far. So first thing is on full screen, you can see here that the DT and AT logo is kind of behind the bar. So we just need to get that addressed. Again, I guess for now, for launch, having these two separate things pop down is fine. I still think that once we get everything launched, having the ability to click on a single item and then drop down to say either discount or America's is going to be important. Looking at the original design, the nav bar with the search function, that's fine that you guys have added that in there, so that's good to go. First thing is, as we scroll down the page, you can kind of see here fonts and spacing issues. So right now this is kind of shoved up at the top, and it's not in caps. It's not the right type of font, and then just again the general spacing. Over here you've kind of got things center justified as opposed to left. Not sure if you guys have the ability to add the favorites like you can see over here with the little hearts. And then some of the other features that were in the PSD mockups, like the rollover effect for quick shopping cart. So actually went and made a live version in WordPress to kind of show apples to apples what it is that we were hoping to get. And so you can see here it's got some nice rollover functionality where it shows another image behind it. When you click on quick view, it actually opens up and allows you to add in the quantity and sizing if you have those options available, and then being able to click and slide through the different images and being able to add to cart directly from here. So those are some of the big things right off the bat. Everything else looks really good. Obviously there's a few little Photoshop things, like on the ball. I noticed that you guys cleaned up this inside of here, so that looks good. Just a few things down here, but I think some of the bigger things are just the formatting and general look and feel on the home page here. The category page looks great. Again, the font up at the top versus what you guys currently have. This is just the image that was provided, but having that in there and making that that section look just a little bit closer to that. We've got the red font in here, maybe left justify that. So that I think that the categories page is pretty good. The big one is obviously the internal, the apparel or the items themselves. Just the look and feel of it is a lot different than what we had given to you guys as a design. So you can see here that everything here is kind of center justified. The icons are a little bit smaller. I know you guys had mentioned that you guys were going to be adding that video section and filming the people in the apparel and the items moving around, stuff like that. So just let me know if you have any problems or questions on that. And then just the the orientation of everything here. So again, on the demo version through WordPress, you can see here that it's pretty close as far as look and feel goes. Pricing, drop-down options, and otherwise, the color of the button, the position of the button, the breadcrumb trail to be able to navigate back and forth easily. As you click on these, you can see that it slides. The video player works. I think the bigger thing is the mobile responsiveness and the automatic adjusting on things, how things move dynamically. And so as we move down the page, obviously having the testimonials from our team members across the country and being able to allow them to add in their comments and feedback is something that's important. The breakdown of the different items and what they're made out of, and then obviously being able to shop the related products and look at them in a kind of a big manner like we see here. So those are just some of the higher level visual things that we're kind of missing here. Again, these are kind of choppy instead of sliding. They just kind of jump, which is fine, but you know, kind of hoping for a little bit higher quality on that end. The fonts, the sizing of things. You know, this is centered. It should be left. You know, the icons themselves. Again, not the end of the world, but when I designed it, you know, we chose black and white so that everything could be, you know, uniformed and sleek and sexy and modern. Right now, we've kind of got all the different icons, you know, that I know or that are just provided through this platform. And then obviously down here, you know, we've got this arrow thing where I'm not sure where that graphic came from. You know, it's not necessarily set up like this at all. This page doesn't really resemble this page at all. The button is, you know, in the middle as opposed to the left. Different things like that. And then I think the bigger thing is actually like the mobile responsiveness part of it. So on tablet, you can see here that it kind of gets a little wonky, and then here it starts getting, you know, for like Kindle size, it starts getting cut off and wonky. And then as you move down, again, things left justified as opposed to the center justified, the buttons, the icons. You can see here that this gets a little janky, and then, you know, I have to kind of click and double tap to kind of move this over, which is not necessarily the best user experience. And then the bigger thing is as it gets into you know, cell phone size, you know, you can kind of see how it starts stacking. Again, if you're on a cell phone, you know, and you want to kind of come back up to the top, then as you scroll, it's going to hit the other pieces. So there's just a few things from the programming side of things and from a mobile responsive and user experience that you know, that I just have a little concerns with. Again, on the WordPress side of things, you can see how things move very seamlessly. They stack. The slide functionality is still there. The video functionality is still there, and things move right up to the top. The original layout with things, the color of the icons, and how everything kind of stacks here is still very much into play. So I think for me the biggest thing is definitely the mobile responsiveness and the nav bar in particular. As you start getting into some of these tablet views and cell phone views, this is a little wonky. So if you have any questions or thoughts, you know, again, understanding the limitations of the platform that we're building it on, I totally get it. If programming is going to be an issue, if there's any way that I can help, please let me know. Otherwise, looking forward to kind of seeing some of the things that we had talked about, like the videos, and getting some of these things adjusted. And then I think we're one step closer to getting everything launched. All right, thanks a lot. Let me know if you have any questions or problems.